English for Life Intermediate by Tom Hutchinson. Published and copyright Oxford University Press 2009. Student's Book. CD1. 1.1.
Hello. My name's Dora Ivir. I'm 35 years old and I'm from Croatia. I live in the city of Dubrovnik in the south of Croatia. I'm an accountant and I work for a company that makes office furniture. I'm married. My husband, Rudolf, works in a hospital as a radiologist. We've got 2 children, a son and a daughter. In my free time, I play tennis, I do yoga, and I go sailing with my family. I like listening to classical music too, and I like watching soap operas on TV.
1.2.
Hello, my name's Roberto Fonseca. That's F-O-N-S-E-C-A. Fonseca. And I'm from Brazil. I live in the city of Recife, in the northeast of Brazil. I'm 43 years old. I'm a lawyer and I work for an insurance company. I'm divorced. I've got a daughter. Her name's Fernanda, and she's a student. What do I do in my free time? Well, I go swimming a lot. I live near the sea, so it's easy. I also play the saxophone, and I do some painting too. Like most Brazilians, of course, I love watching football. Oh, and I like listening to jazz and watching movies.
2.1.
My name's Alan. I work in an office, but I'm not sitting at my desk this week. I'm doing a leadership course for new managers. At the moment, we're building a bridge because we need to cross a river. We're all working hard, but I think it's great. I certainly prefer this to the office. I'm really enjoying it.
It's 9 o'clock in the evening, and Alan doesn't feel very happy now. He usually watches TV in the evening, but he isn't watching TV today. He's putting up a tent.
I don't like this. It's raining, and I feel cold, wet, and hungry. Perhaps I don't want to be a manager after all. Oh.
2.2. 1.
He works in an office.
He isn't working in an office this week.
2.
He sits at a desk.
He isn't sitting at a desk this week.
3.
He wears a suit.
He isn't wearing a suit this week.
4.
He uses a computer.
He isn't using a computer this week.
5.
He eats in restaurants.
He isn't eating in restaurants this week.
6.
He watches TV.
He isn't watching TV this week.
2.3. 1.
I'm going to the shop now. We need some bread.
Oh, I think the shop closes at 4 on Sundays.
2.
The director wants to talk to Katrine, but I don't know where she is.
I believe she's having lunch at the moment. She usually goes for lunch at 1:30.
3.
I'm making a cup of coffee now. Do you want one?
No, thanks. I don't like coffee. I prefer tea.
3.1.
Hello, my name's Nicola. I'm doing a survey for Modern Life magazine called How Do People Use Their Computers? Can I ask you a few questions, please?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, first, what's your name?
It's Charlie Bell.
Okay, and what do you do?
I'm a student.
What are you studying?
Biology.
Oh, that's interesting. Are you using a computer at the moment?
Yes, I am.
What sort of computer are you using? A desktop or a laptop?
A laptop. I always use a laptop.
I see. And do you use it for work, study or leisure?
Study and leisure.
Okay. Now, how often do you do these things on your computer? Often, sometimes, or never? Firstly, do you send emails?
Yes, I do. Every day.
Okay, so that's often. Do you visit chat rooms?
No, I don't.
Do you shop online?
Sometimes.
What sort of things do you buy?
Presents, you know. Birthday presents and things. Because they send the present directly to the person, it's a lot easier.
Okay. Do you book tickets on the internet?
Yes. I often book tickets for rock concerts.
What about flights?
No. My girlfriend works for a travel company, so she always does that.
Okay. Do you download music, TV programs and so on?
Yes, I do that a lot. In fact, I'm downloading some music at the moment.
Oh, I see. Do you edit and print photographs?
No, I don't. I always take them to a shop. It's a lot quicker and the photos look better.
And do you play computer games?
Yes, I often do that. Especially when the lectures at university are boring.
Oh, really?
No, I'm only joking.
Right. Okay. Well, can I ask you now about...
2. 1.
Work.
2.
You.
3.
No.
4.
Hard.
5.
Think.
6.
These.
7.
Look.
8.
Watch.
Hi. My name's Cindy Gaskell. My husband Ryan and I own this internet cafe, the coffee shop. I'm British, but Ryan's Irish. We've got 2 children, Melanie and Russell. Melanie's a student at Manchester University, and Russell works in Spain for a holiday company.
That's Ryan over there, the man with the beard. He's talking to Jordan Morris. Jordan's Australian, and he's a computer engineer. He fixes our computers, but he isn't doing that now. He's waiting for his girlfriend, Lucy Patterson. Actually, Jordan really wants to be an actor. He was in a TV advert last year. Here's Lucy now, with Sarah Chen and Peter Colombo. Lucy's the woman wearing a skirt. She's British, and she works for an advertising agency. She's a personal assistant, but she doesn't like her boss, Olive Green. Sarah's a postgraduate student at London University. She's from Singapore. Peter's from the USA. He works for a magazine company. Peter and Sarah are getting married soon.
4.2. That's Life. Episode 1. Thursday morning.
Hi, Lucy. How are you?
Oh, hi, Ryan. I'm okay, but I'm glad it's nearly Friday.
Are you doing anything at the weekend?
Yes, Jordan and I are visiting my parents. They moved down to the south coast a couple of months ago. They've got a lovely house by the sea.
That sounds nice.
We wanted to go last Saturday, but Jordan was on emergency call, so we're definitely doing it this weekend.
Thursday afternoon.
Jordan Morris? Look, we're filming an advert this weekend and one of the actors is ill. Are you available?
5.1. Expressions with get. Get plus adjective. 1.
Get hot. Get cold.
2.
Get hungry.
3.
Get ready.
4.
Get dark. Get light.
Get plus noun. 5.
Get a letter.
6.
Get a new car.
7.
Get home. Get to work.
8.
Get the bus.
Get plus past participle. 9.
Get married. Get divorced.
10.
Get dressed. Get undressed.
11.
Get changed.
12.
Get lost.
5.2. 1.
I. Hungry.
I'm getting hungry.
2.
She. Changed.
She's getting changed.
3.
It. Dark.
It's getting dark.
4.
They. Divorced.
They're getting divorced.
5.
You. better.
You're getting better.
6.
We. A new computer.
We're getting a new computer.
7.
It. Cold.
It's getting cold.
8.
I. Ready.
I'm getting ready.
3.
I usually get up at 6:15. I have a shower and I get dressed. I don't have breakfast, but I get a cup of coffee at the station. I normally get the 7:30 train and I get to work at 8:45. I always check my emails first. I don't get a lot of emails, fortunately. By 10:30, I start to get hungry, so I usually get a cake or something from the cafeteria. At 10 to 5, I get ready to leave work, but I get home quite late, at about 7 p.m. Then I usually get changed into my jeans. It's a long day. It's okay, but I don't like it in the winter, because it only gets light at about 8 a.m., and then it gets dark again before I leave work.
6.1.
You look tired.
Yes, well, I saw an advert on Friday for a jazz concert. I really wanted to see it.
Oh, yes. When was it?
It was on Saturday afternoon. I tried to get a ticket on the internet, but there weren't any left.
Oh, dear. So what did you do?
Well, Sarah and I were at a party on Friday night. I didn't go home after that. I went straight to the theater. I queued for 6 hours.
Wow. Did you get a ticket?
Yes, I did. I got the last one.
That was lucky. Was the concert good?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I was so tired that I fell asleep and I missed it.
Point 2. 1.
We were late.
We weren't late.
2.
I got a ticket.
I didn't get a ticket.
3.
She was at the party.
She wasn't at the party.
4.
They went home.
They didn't go home.
5.
He wanted a drink.
He didn't want a drink.
6.
We were tired.
We weren't tired.
7.
He was at work.
He wasn't at work.
8.
She fell asleep.
She didn't fall asleep.
6.3. 1.
Were you out last night, Axel?
Yes, I was. I was at the theatre.
Oh, did you see a play?
Yes, I did. It was very good.
2.
Were you and Max at home last night, Corrie?
No, we weren't. We were at the sports centre.
Oh, really? Did you go swimming?
No, we didn't. We played table tennis.
3.
Did you go out last night, Shilpa?
No, I didn't. I was at home all evening.
Oh. Did you see that film on Channel 4?
No, I didn't watch TV last night. I did some work.
Oh, I see.
4.
Did you have a nice evening yesterday?
Yes, we did. Davina and I were at a friend's house. We had dinner there.
That sounds nice.
Yes, it was.
5.
Were you at Miguel's party last night, George?
No, I wasn't. I was away on business, so I was at a hotel.
Oh, I see.
So I didn't do anything interesting. I just fell asleep in front of the TV.
6.
Were you out last night, Leah?
Yes, I was at the college with Phil. We went to our Spanish lesson.
Oh, I see.
6.4. 1.
You weren't at the party.
2.
I was tired.
3.
You were at work.
4.
The hotel wasn't expensive.
5.
The concert was very good.
6.
We were on holiday.
7.
She wasn't here last week.
8.
They weren't at home.
7.1. The 90-10 secret. Did you have a good day yesterday, or was it another day when something went wrong? If you have one bad day after another, you need to learn the 90-10 secret. A bad start.
At breakfast yesterday, Jack's daughter Emily knocked over a glass of milk, and it fell on his trousers. Jack got annoyed. He shouted at his daughter, and she started to cry. "Why did you shout at her?" said his wife. "Why did you put the glass on the edge of the table?" replied Jack angrily, as he went upstairs to get changed. Because she was upset, his daughter didn't get ready for school in time, and she missed her bus. "I have to go to work," said his wife, and she left. Jack had to take Emily to school. As he was in a hurry, he forgot his briefcase. He was 40 minutes late for work, and as soon as he got there, he had to go home again to get his briefcase. It was a bad start to the day, and it didn't get any better. Why did Jack have a bad day? Did the milk, his daughter, or his wife cause it? Let's look at another version of the story.
Did it have to be a bad start?
Again, the milk fell on Jack's trousers, but this time he didn't shout. He smiled and said, "It's okay. Accidents happen. Don't worry." He went upstairs and got changed. When he came down, Emily said, "Bye, Daddy," kissed him, and ran out to catch her bus. Jack didn't have to take her to school. He picked up his briefcase, kissed his wife, and they both left for work. He got to work early, and he had a great day.
So here's the 90-10 secret.
10% of life is what happens to you. You can't control it. The traffic's bad. You lose something. Somebody spills coffee on you. That's life. Things happen, and you have to deal with them. 90% of life, however, is how you react. Jack's bad day started because he reacted badly. Remember that, the next time that something bad happens to you.
1.
Whose mobile is this? Is it yours, Gary?
No, it isn't mine. Maybe it's Aisha's.
No, it can't be. Hers is green.
Wasn't Mick here earlier today?
Oh, yes, he was. It must be his then.
2.
Who does that big car belong to?
I think it belongs to our new neighbours.
It's very big. A lot bigger than ours.
Yes, but our flat's bigger than theirs.
2.
Whose mobile is this?
It's Aisha's.
Who does this belong to?
It belongs to me. It doesn't belong to me.
Who do these belong to?
They belong to her. They don't belong to her.
8.3. 1.
This is their car.
It's theirs.
2.
These are my keys.
They're mine.
3.
That's your coffee.
It's yours.
4.
Those are our bags.
They're ours.
5.
These are her books.
They're hers.
6.
That's his watch.
It's his.
4. 1.
Who does this laptop belong to?
Not me. Mine's in my briefcase.
Well, it must be someone's.
Switch it on and find out.
OK.
It's Dina's.
2.
Are these car keys yours?
No. Maybe they're Frank's.
No, they can't be his. He drives a BMW.
Oh. Well, they must be Eduardo's. He was here earlier.
3.
Whose is this cup of coffee?
It's Cecilia's.
Who's Cecilia?
She's the new girl in the sales department.
4.
Who does that motorbike belong to?
It belongs to Avril's new boyfriend.
Oh, what's his name?
Eric.
5.
Whose is this money? It doesn't belong to me.
If it's £1,000, it's mine.
No, seriously. Whose is it?
It belongs to Gus. It's his change from the sandwich bar.
One.
It's a ground floor flat.
2.
It's a first floor flat.
3.
It's spacious.
4.
It's convenient for the town centre.
5.
It's in a quiet location.
6.
It's furnished.
7.
It's unfurnished.
Facilities. 8.
It's got a fitted kitchen.
9.
It's got air conditioning.
10.
It's got central heating.
Getting a flat. 11.
The landlord lets his flat to a tenant.
12.
The tenant rents the flat from him.
13.
She pays rent to the landlord.
14.
She shares the flat with 2 flatmates.
15.
The accommodation agency finds new tenants for the landlord.
Point 2.
I live in a first-floor flat. I live with 2 flatmates. We don't own the flat. We rent it. Our landlord lives in the flat above us. The flat's furnished, so the furniture isn't ours. It's in an old house, but it's got central heating, and it's very warm. Unfortunately, it hasn't got air conditioning, so it can get too hot in the summer. We've got a fitted kitchen with plenty of cupboards and a new oven and fridge. We've all got our own bedrooms, but we share the other rooms. We share the rent too, of course. The bedrooms are small, but the living room is quite spacious. The flat isn't very convenient for the shops, but it's in a nice location and it isn't noisy.
2 syllables.
Tenant. Flatmate. Furnished. Fitted. Spacious.
3 syllables.
Location. Area. Furniture. Property.
Right. Cindy and Ryan are going to a party. The party's in a flat on the 5th floor of a block of flats. It's in an area that they don't know, so it took a long time to find it. Unfortunately, the lift is out of order, so now they're walking up the stairs. Cindy likes parties, but she isn't happy because she's wearing new shoes. She bought them in a shop near their cafe. They were the most expensive shoes in the shop, but they aren't very comfortable. They're outside the flat now, but the party isn't today. Ryan got the date wrong. It's next Saturday. Cindy isn't wearing the shoes now because she's throwing them at Ryan.
He's wearing a new suit.
He bought the suit last week.
2.
They're driving a new car.
They bought the car last week.
3.
She's wearing a new dress.
She bought the dress last week.
4.
He's got a new laptop.
He bought the laptop last week.
5.
She's got a new mobile.
She bought the mobile last week.
6.
They're moving to a new flat.
They bought the flat last week.
7.
She's carrying a new bag.
She bought the bag last week.
8.
They've got a new dog.
They bought the dog last week.
9. Is there a toilet near here?
Yes, it's on the second floor next to the escalator.
2.
Would you like to go for a meal on Thursday?
OK, we can try the new restaurant that's near the park.
Yes, that's an idea. I think that's the best restaurant in the area now.
3.
That's a nice shirt and tie.
Thanks. I bought the shirt at a shop in the town centre, but my wife bought the tie at a market in Italy.
4.
I went to a play last night. I went with a friend from work, and we went for a meal afterwards.
Was the play good?
Not really. The main actor wasn't very good, but the meal afterwards was great.
OK, here we are. This is the hall. Now, what does it say here? The accommodation consists of 2 bedrooms.
Here's one bedroom, and this is the other one.
OK, and the living room. That's here.
Uh-huh. So these must be the kitchen and the bathroom.
Yes. OK, let's have a look round. Let's start with the bedrooms.
Later.
Oh, there's a good view from the living room. What floor are we on here?
The 3rd floor. Well, What do you think?
Well, it's in a quiet location.
Yes, it certainly isn't noisy.
It says it's close to local amenities, so I suppose it's convenient for the shops.
But it isn't very convenient for the station.
That's true.
What about the flat itself?
Well, it's in excellent condition.
Yes.
And it's furnished, so we won't need a lot of things.
There's a fitted kitchen too.
Yes, but the room's very dark.
Yes, I suppose so. What do you think of the other rooms?
Oh, they're nice and spacious.
But it hasn't got central heating, so it will be expensive to heat.
That's true. But it isn't cold at the moment.
Anyway, what do you think?
I'm not sure. The flat's okay, but I don't like that kitchen. It's too dark. And this is an expensive area, so rents are high.
Yes. I'm sure we can find somewhere better for the money.
I agree. So we'll say no then.
Yes. OK. I'll call the accommodation agency and see if they've got anything else.
1. That's Life, Episode 2.
Hi, Sarah.
Bless you. Have you got a cold?
Yes, I have. It started at the weekend.
Oh dear. But did you have a good time with Lucy's parents?
No, I didn't go.
That's a shame. Were you working?
No, I wasn't. I got a part in a TV advert at very short notice.
Oh, was Lucy annoyed?
You bet. She hit the roof when I told her.
I can imagine. She was really looking forward to it. What was the advert for?
It was for doggo dog food. I was a jogger in a park.
How did it go?
Oh, really badly. It rained all day on Saturday, so we couldn't do anything.
What a pity. But it didn't rain on Sunday. Peter and I went to look at a house.
No, but there was a cold wind, and I only had shorts and a t-shirt on. Oh, I was freezing.
Poor you. Is that how you got your cold?
Probably. And after all that, it was a complete waste of time.
Really? Why?
The advert was too long, so they cut the scene with the jogger in the park.
Danger. Dangerous. Fame. Famous. Humour. Humorous. Pain. Painful. Success. Successful. Beauty. Beautiful. Intelligence. Intelligent. Patience. Patient. Importance. Important. Anger. Angry. Luck. Lucky. Health. Healthy.
Point 2. 1.
Luck.
It's very lucky.
2.
Importance.
It's very important.
3.
Humour.
It's very humorous.
4.
Pain.
It's very painful.
5.
Difficulty.
It's very difficult.
6.
Beauty.
It's very beautiful.
13.3. 1.
You need a lot of patience in this job. You won't have much success if you get angry easily.
2.
With her intelligence and her beauty, she's become one of the most famous people in the country.
3.
It's difficult to be successful without a lot of luck.
4.
It was very cold, so the last part of the climb was dangerous and painful, but we finally reached the safety of our camp.
5.
Honesty and a good sense of humour are very important for a healthy relationship.
6.
We all want security and good health, but we need a bit of danger in our lives too.
Lucy and Jordan are going out this evening.
Hi, Jordan. Peter's booked the restaurant for tonight.
Great, but I'm going to be a bit late. I've had an accident in my van. I've hurt my hand a bit, but I'm okay.
Oh dear. What happened?
I reversed into a car. It was my fault. I didn't look.
Oh dear. Well, we've all done something like that. I did the same thing last year. I felt very silly.
Well, I feel annoyed. I've never had an accident before.
Never mind. Anyway, have you called the police?
No, I haven't. But I don't really need to do that. It was a police car that I reversed into.
Garage?
Yes, I have. But I haven't collected another van. It wasn't ready.
Oh, okay. Have you phoned the insurance company?
Yes, I have. And I've downloaded the insurance form. But I haven't filled it in yet. I hate filling in forms.
Me too.
But I've written a report about the accident.
Have you emailed it to head office?
No, I haven't. Be very pleased.
No, they won't.
I'm just going to send it now, actually.
And have you seen the doctor about your hand?
No, I'm going to do that today.
1.3. 1.
We've done the shopping.
We did it yesterday.
2.
He's taken the rubbish out.
He took it out yesterday.
3.
They've booked a holiday.
They booked it yesterday.
4.
I've written a letter.
I wrote it yesterday.
5.
She's bought a birthday present.
She bought it yesterday.
6.
We've paid the phone bill.
We paid it yesterday.
7. Spider-Man.
Alain Robert likes skyscrapers, but he doesn't just like looking at them, as most people do. He prefers climbing them. Last Friday, he was in Abu Dhabi, where he climbed up the Investment Authority building. It took him just 63 minutes to climb the 35 stories. He was watched by thousands of people in the car park below. The French Spider-Man, as he is called, has climbed some of the world's highest buildings, including the Empire State Building in New York and the Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur. He surprised some workers at the Canary Wharf skyscraper in London when he knocked on the window and asked for a drink. Alain has often been in trouble with the police, as he's usually breaking the law when he climbs things. He's been in prison in several countries. When he reached the top of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, the police were waiting for him and arrested him. He started climbing after he saw a film about mountaineering when he was a young boy. When he was 12, he came home from school one day and found that he was locked out. So he climbed up the outside of the apartment block and climbed in through a window on the 7th floor. Later, when he got bored with climbing mountains, he looked for something more dangerous. He doesn't use any ropes or safety nets, and he doesn't wear a helmet. He just uses his own hands and feet. He's had a few accidents, and he's broken several bones, including his skull. So why does the married father of 3 do it? I'm not really interested in the fame, but I like the danger, he says. I'm a gambler, and I gamble with my life. So far, I've been lucky, but I know that one day I'll lose.
1.
He climbed mountains.
2.
He asked for a drink.
3.
He surprised them.
4.
He reached the top.
1,000. 3,000,000. 6,000,000,000. 1,250. 809. 33%. 26.5. A quarter. Half. A half. 2/3.
B.
5,000,000.
C.
28,000.
D.
95%.
E.
21.7.
F.
4,932.
Dollars.
H.
40 billion euros.
I.
8.2%.
J.
3/4.
K.
7,036.
L. .3.
In 1900, there were very few cars. In that year, the USA produced only 4,192 cars. However, in 1908, the first mass-produced car appeared, the Ford Model T. Between 1908 and 1927, 16,536,075 Model Ts were made. Today, there are over 600 million cars in the world, and 35 million new cars are produced every year. Of all the cars in the world, 1/4 are in the USA, although the USA has only 5% of the world's population. We all love our cars, and the world's car companies spend more than $19 billion a year on advertising. However, cars come at a high cost. They produce 4 billion tons of carbon dioxide every year. That's 1/5 of all the CO2 that is produced. By 2030, this will be over 7.5 billion tons. The United Nations says that 1.2 million people a year die on the world's roads. That's 25% of all the deaths from accidents.
1. Taking exercise. 1.
Keep fit.
2.
Warm up.
3.
Do some stretching exercises.
4.
Lift weights.
5.
Pull a muscle.
6.
Injure a joint. Injure your knee. Injure your back.
A healthy lifestyle. 7.
Eat a healthy diet.
8.
Lose weight. Put on weight.
9.
Cut down on sugar. Cut down on fat.
10.
Take vitamins.
11.
Give up smoking. Give up junk food.
12.
Get a good night's sleep.
17.2. 1.
A run.
Do you go for a run?
2.
A healthy diet.
Do you eat a healthy diet?
3.
The gym.
Do you go to the gym?
4.
Weights.
Do you lift weights?
5.
Vitamins.
Do you take vitamins?
6.
Fit.
Do you keep fit?
1.
I've always tried to keep fit. I go to the gym 2 or 3 times a week. I warm up first, then I go on the rowing machine for about 20 minutes. After that, I do some stretching exercises. I don't lift weights. I pulled a muscle in my back once when I was lifting weights, so I don't do it now. In the summer, I don't usually go to the gym. I go for a run instead. I enjoy taking exercise because I always feel great afterwards.
2.
I had a small heart attack last year, so I had to change my lifestyle. I gave up smoking and I've cut down on fat and sugar. I eat quite a healthy diet now with lots of fruit and vegetables, and I don't eat junk food like hamburgers and pizzas. That's hard. I didn't take any exercise at all before my heart attack, but I do now. I go for a walk every day, or if the weather's bad, I go for a swim at the sports centre. I always try to get a good night's sleep too, so I go to bed earlier these days.
We're going to meet in the pub for lunch today. Do you want to join us?
No, sorry. Look at all this work. I'm going to be very busy today, so I'll probably get a sandwich and eat it at my desk.
I watched a TV program last night. It said that in the future, robots will do most of the work in offices.
Really? That'll be good.
Yes, but it said that office life will be very different, because the robots won't have normal human emotions.
Lucy, I need 3 copies of the finance report by 11 o'clock.
OK, Olive. I'll photocopy it now. Robots won't make any difference in this office, Daniel. I've already got one as a boss.
We all have very busy lives these days. Today, I'm going to talk about some simple things that will keep your body and mind in good shape when you're at work or on the go. First, we're going to think about our backs. We all spend a lot of time at desks, in cars and aeroplanes, or just in front of the TV. This isn't good for your spine, and you'll probably get backache. This simple exercise will help. Lie on the floor on your stomach. Put your arms by your side with your palms on the floor. Now breathe in and lift your head and chest off the floor. Hold for 5 seconds, then slowly lower your head and chest as you breathe out. Repeat 10 times. The exercise will only take a minute. If you do this exercise, your back will be strong and flexible. When you rush from one meeting to another, your brain is always busy and you get tired and stressed. Try a power nap. You can do this at your desk. Just sit comfortably, close your eyes, and relax for about 20 minutes. When you open your eyes again, you'll feel fresh and ready to go. It's important that you don't fall into deep sleep. If you do, you'll feel worse when you wake up, so hold something in your hand. If you fall asleep, you'll drop it. Now, I know that a lot of you are going to have lunch at your desk today. So here's the final piece of advice. Don't. If your body sends blood to your brain so that you can work, it won't send enough blood to your stomach. So you'll eat too much and you'll put on weight. Give your brain and your stomach a break. Have lunch in the park and digest your food properly. If you follow this advice, you'll be fitter and healthier. Tomorrow, we're going to look at some breathing exercises. Have a good and a healthy day.
Healthy. Return. Advice. Muscle. Repeat. Stomach. Relax. Second. Asleep.
20.1 That's Life, Episode 3.
Come on, Bessie. That's it. Good dog.
Hello, Ryan. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Cindy says you've finally decided on your wedding plans.
Yes, we have. We're going to get married here in London in September.
Are all your family and friends going to come over from Singapore and the States?
No. Our parents will be there, but that's all. It's too expensive for everyone to come.
But at least our parents will get to know each other.
And anyway, after the wedding, we're going to fly to Singapore for a celebration with Sarah's family and friends.
Then we're going to have another celebration with Peter's family in the States.
Wow! How long will that take?
3 weeks.
Huh. A round-the-world trip and 3 weddings. You'll be exhausted.
Oh, we'll probably take some time out for a holiday too, so it won't be too bad.
Well, I hope you'll be as happy together as we are.
That's nice. Thank you, Ryan.
We really enjoy each other's company. She's my best friend.
Yes, you and Cindy have got a great relationship.
I didn't mean me and Cindy. I meant me and my dog Bessie here.
Two.
There's been an accident.
3.
The road is blocked.
4.
There are roadworks.
5.
The car has broken down.
6.
The traffic lights aren't working.
7.
The tunnel is flooded.
8.
The train is delayed.
9.
All trains are cancelled.
10.
The bridge is closed.
11.
There's a queue at the ticket office.
12.
There's a strike at the airport.
2. 1.
Underground. Close.
The underground is closed.
2.
Flight. Cancel.
The flight is cancelled.
3.
Bridge. Block.
The bridge is blocked.
4.
road, flood.
The road is flooded.
5.
Tunnel, close.
The tunnel is closed.
6.
Ferry, delay.
The ferry is delayed.
'Oh, hello. This is Jane Smith. I'm afraid I can't make my appointment at 10:30. My train's delayed.
Oh, I see. How long do you...
2.
Oh, no. The road's closed.
Yes, I think there's been an accident.
3.
Hello. Can I check in here for Zagreb, please?
I'm sorry, but the plane to Zagreb is cancelled.
Oh no. Why?
The weather in Zagreb is very bad, and the airport is closed.
4.
There are long traffic jams on the M20 at the moment. A lorry has broken down under a bridge, and it's blocking the road.
5.
We need to get our tickets.
OK. Oh, dear. There's a long queue at the ticket office.
Yes, it's probably because the ticket machines aren't working.
6.
Are we there yet?
No. The traffic still isn't moving.
Oh, but we've been stuck in this traffic jam for half an hour.
We know, but there are some roadworks ahead.
7.
Why don't we use the tunnel? It's faster.
The tunnel's closed at the moment.
Really? Why? Is it flooded after all that rain?
No, they're repairing it.
8.
All buses in the capital city have been full again today. Drivers of the underground trains are on strike, so there have been no trains on the underground.
One morning, Mrs. Willard Lovell was outside her house in Berkeley, California. She wasn't happy because she'd locked herself out by accident. She'd left her keys inside the house, and now she couldn't get in. She walked round the house. Had she left a window open, perhaps? No, she hadn't. Then the postman arrived with a letter. Her brother, Watson, had posted it the previous day. Inside the envelope, there was a key to her front door. Watson had stayed with Mrs. Lovell the week before. She'd given him a key, and he hadn't given it back. So he'd posted it to her.
He'd stayed with his sister.
2.
Go home.
He'd gone home.
3.
Forget about the key.
He'd forgotten about the key.
4.
Take the key home.
He'd taken the key home.
5.
Find the key later.
He'd found the key later.
6.
Post it back.
He'd posted it back.
'John Marsh and his wife own a caravan. Last week, 2 men tried to steal it. They'd seen the caravan 2 weeks before, and they'd decided to take it. At about 4 o'clock on Wednesday morning, they attached the caravan to their car and drove away. However, they didn't know that John was inside it at the time. He'd worked very late the day before, and he'd come home at 1 a.m. He hadn't wanted to wake up his wife, so he'd gone to sleep in the caravan. The thieves got a big surprise when a police car stopped them 20 minutes later. When they'd moved the caravan, John had woken up and he'd phoned the police on his mobile.
Emily left the office, I hurried to the station and caught the last train home at 11:45. It was warm on the train, so I took off my jacket. I tried to stay awake, but it had been a long day, and I soon fell asleep. When I woke up, we were in a station. I knew that my station was the first stop, so I grabbed my briefcase and ran to the door. I got off just in time. I decided to phone my wife, Selina. Then I realized I hadn't picked up my jacket. My wallet, keys, and mobile phone were all still on the train. I walked out of the station. There were some people in the car park and an ambulance. I spoke to the driver. Apparently, one of the other passengers had become very ill, so the train had stopped there because there was a hospital nearby. Thought that I'd had an accident, and she was already on her way. An hour later, she arrived. She was happy to see that I hadn't had an accident. However, she wasn't pleased when I explained things, because she had driven very fast to get there, and the police had stopped her for speeding, and they had given her a big fine. We drove home together in silence.